5:30 AM मॉर्निंग सक्सेस साधना सीरीज में डे 21 पर आप सभी का बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। एंड ईश्वर का बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया है हम इस मुकाम पर पहुंचे हैं। और इस सक्सेस साधना सीरीज की आज पूर्णाहुति का सेशन है। इन सभी सेशंस में आपने सिर्फ सेशन अटेंड नहीं किए, आपने खुद को ट्रांसफॉर्म किया। और आज का सेशन भी कोई नॉर्मल सेशन नहीं है। आज का सेशन भी ग्रैंड फिनाले सेशन है जिसमें मिसेस श्रीलता जी हमको गाइड करेंगी, राइट। उससे पहले मॉर्निंग रिजोल्यूशन इमेजिन करें कि आपने 21 दिन कंप्लीट किए, आपका कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ा, आपकी थिंकिंग बदल गई। और ये भी इमेजिन करें कि 6 महीने बाद आप कहाँ होंगे, सक्सेसफुल, फाइनेंशियली स्ट्रांग और रिस्पेक्टेड। सभी मेरे साथ बोलेंगे, मैं कमिटेड हूँ,
मैं कमिटेड हूँ,
मैं डेली एक्शन लेता हूँ या लेती हूँ,
मैं डेली एक्शन
मैं
लेता
जो
हूँ,
भी एक्शन लेती हूँ,
मैं सक्सेस अचीव करूंगी या करूंगा,
मैं
मैं सक्सेस अचीव करूंगी,
मैं फाइनेंशियल फ्रीडम डिजर्व करती हूँ,
मैं
मैं
फाइनेंशियल फ्रीडम डिजर्व
फ्रीडम
करती
डिजर्व
हूँ।
करता हूँ।
फ्रेंड्स। ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन तभी कंप्लीट होती है जब आपका एक्शन कंटिन्यू रहता है, राइट। हमने 1 से 5 दिन में सीखा डिसिप्लिन और माइंडसेट, 6 से 10 दिन सीखा सेल्स और हाई टिकट, 11 से 15 दिन हमने सीखा ब्रांडिंग एंड क्लोजिंग, और 16 से 20 दिन हमने सीखा सिस्टम स्केलिंग लाइफ डिजाइन। अगर आप ये सभी अप्लाई कर दें तो सक्सेस पॉसिबल है। लेकिन फर्क क्या है? फर्क यही है, कंसिस्टेंसी। नॉलेज सबके पास होता है दोस्तों, लेकिन एक्शन बहुत कम लेते हैं। सो कंसिस्टेंसी इज इक्वल टू सक्सेस फ्रेंड्स। ये 21-20 दिन हमने जो भी सीखा, अगर आपने उसमें कंसिस्टेंसी नहीं रखी तो सक्सेस पे भी क्वेश्चन मार्क लग सकता है। फिर कोई एक्सक्यूज नहीं चलता, राइट। 104 डिग्री फीवर है अभी मेरा, कोई एक्सक्यूज नहीं चलता। कंसिस्टेंसी। मैं चाहूं तो एक्सक्यूज दे सकती हूँ, आई हैव फीवर, आवाज भी नहीं निकल रही, आवाज भी चेंज हो चुकी है, राइट। बट सक्सेस भोग मांगती है, कंफर्ट लेवल छोड़ने पड़ते हैं, राइट। चलिए मॉर्निंग रिजोल्यूशन लिखते हैं और श्रीलता जी को फिर मैं सेशन हैंड ओवर करूंगी, जो आज की गेस्ट स्पीकर है। पहला रिजोल्यूशन हमारी हेल्थ के लिए, आई एम हेल्थी। मैं पूर्ण रूप से स्वस्थ हूँ। मेरा समाज, मेरा देश, मेरा परिवार सभी हेल्थी हैं। सेकेंड रेजोल्यूशन क्लाइंट्स के लिए, मेरे क्लाइंट्स भी हेल्थी हैं और दिन ब दिन वो वेल्दी होते जा रहे हैं। दे आर बिकमिंग वेल्दी डे बाय डे। तीसरा रेजोल्यूशन बिजनेस के लिए I am blessed. ईश्वर ने इतनी बरकतें दी हैं. I am donating 5 lakh to my society growth. I am paying income tax more than 5 lakh rupees for growth of my country. चौथा रेजोल्यूशन आपके बिजनेस के लिए I am TOT this year. I am blessed to serve. Just a minute. I am blessed to serve 1,000 new families in 2026. Social media grown more than 1 lakh subscribers. I have connected more than 1 lakh new advisors and helping them achieve MDRT, COT, TOT. Rising Advisors Academy is well known now. Appointed staff was supporting me. Fifth resolution for relationship. My relations with everyone is good and sweet. Thank you God for everything. ईश्वर आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया है इन सब के लिए. सभी मिलके एक दूसरे के लिए प्रेयर करेंगे. God bless all. 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 Yes. So आज की जो गेस्ट स्पीकर है वो वेरी स्पेशल, वेरी डिग्निफाइड, जिनकी फैमिली ने अपना करियर LIC ऑफ इंडिया को समर्पित किया है और आज वो हमको एज अ सीनियर गाइड करेंगे कि इंश्योरेंस बिजनेस को बीमा सुगम के बाद कैसे नेक्स्ट लेवल पे लेके जा सकते हैं. राइट. सो सभी वेलकम करेंगे मैम का. वेलकम श्रीलता जी. You
Hello.
can take the charge of
Jai
the
Shri
session.
Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.
Allow me to share the PPT, madam.
Yeah, sure. I have allowed it.
Is it visible, ma'am? Am I audible and visible?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Good morning, very good morning to all my colleagues and friends. In view of this Jeevan Sugam, Uh, 2026 is going to be a major game changer for all of us, those who are in the industry, whoever is there, and also for the clients. Okay. Only different aspects are being floated in the market regarding Jeevan Sugam. But one thing is for sure that uh, either they are going to minimize the commissions or they are going to totally make it zero. Means what they expect is that um, why should a government or insurer pay the commission? The beneficiary is the party and the advisor is the person who is gaining out of that. So why not they discuss among themselves and settle the thing? The same thing happened a few years back in mutual fund industry, where they have almost given negligible commissions to the mutual fund agents and told that let the parties pay. And insurance is such an aspect where even if we are going to their homes and asking for an appointment, people are not that very ready to give appointment. In such a situation, if we demand you have to pay for us for the advice that we are giving, it will be very difficult for us to imagine such a situation. So I this presentation is just a uh, what you call what we can do in such a situation till the whole industry gears up to face such a situation. So just we'll discuss after the presentation what I want to tell. I think I can make it clear. So future of selling life insurance. Are you a perfect family man? If you are, you must be LIC Premi because in that Premi I have just deducted. P stands for protection of family. R stands for retirement planning for self or spouse. Education provision for children. Marriage expenses fund for children. And inheritance planning. So far, we all have known that we are doing the top four, right? And how this last aspect of inheritance planning can change the way people look at the above four. If you are LIC Premi, all these things are to be your top priorities. And checklist for LIC premises, if anybody tells I already have some few policies, then we need to check and bifurcate them and see what policy will take care of what aspect. Protection for family is possible from 2 crores minimum Bima Kavach to Jeevan Amar and Protection Plus. It should be a combo of these things, only then proper protection can be given. Retirement and retirement fund provision through Pension Plus, Jeevan Anand, Nivesh Plus. A combo can do that. And education for children, Jeevan Laksha, Labh, and Index Plus. These are only a few suggestions. You can check what policies a policyholder really has and see if all these aspects are done. I try to distribute all our top policies among the different occasions which we can cover. And inheritance and estate planning for this will and family trust are required. Many people may feel that why should we go for a will? We already have a nomination, right? And insurance has 9 benefits. Whenever you purchase an item, whether you use all the features of that item or not. For example, if I purchase a microwave, though I am a vegetarian, but when the person who is selling that microwave comes, I will get to know all the benefits of using a microwave oven. In the same way, when I, being an LIC advisor, when I have come and approached you and your family, better you first know what are the different benefits that a LIC policy can give you. Only then what you really have, you can check it. And this aspect, this single slide can help in repeat sales for us. Because whenever I purchase a separate VCR for recording. I separate one for camera purpose different. I won't purchase one single instrument because if that sits down, means if that doesn't work, all the benefits will totally stop. So some people may tell that in one policy, why you people don't give all benefits? Suppose that policy goes into lapse condition, all benefits get stopped. So LIC releases different policies for different purposes, and it is your common sense to have each policy for one purpose or the other. For example, suppose I suddenly want a loan. Unless I have a few endowment policies, it is not possible to raise a loan immediately, right? If I think that only term assurance is enough, it is not enough, because term assurance purpose is totally different. Suppose I have a huge debt on my head. I have a housing loan, I have taken educational loan, etc. Then term assurance will take care of those things, so that those things will not fall on the head of my family if I am not there, right? Each policy has its own purpose, and you should have that what you call that kind of bifurcation, so you can talk about why we have different gadgets and not everything in one gadget, right? So income tax purpose, just insurance word I have bifurcated and given so that it will be easy for us to remember and explain to the party also. Income tax purpose, 80C or 80D, necessity of life. After food, clothing and shelter, I consider life insurance is very essential for the family to provide these three things in the absence of the breadwinner. Then safety of capital, because it's all guaranteed. Whatever policy LIC issues, it is guaranteed by Government of India. Safety of capital is very, very important. Here I just want to tell that return of capital is important than return on investment, right? Return of investment is important than return on investment. And useful for hand loans. Endowment policies for loans are very, very essential. Then retirement provision, you should have two aspects. One is lump sum as well as pension for self. And arranges for medical emergencies to pay the mediclaim premium as long as you are earning from the age 25 to 60. Because you are earning, you will be able to pay your mediclaim premium. But my friends, let me tell you, mediclaim premium will raise very rapidly after age 60. How you will fund it? Majority people drop paying mediclaim premium when it is the most essential thing to have after age 60. So you can plan your during your earning period itself, you can plan in such a way that at the end of 60 years, you will receive a good lump sum, which you can fund your further mediclaim premiums as long as you can have, as long as you are alive. And one is nation building, and people's money for people's sake. This also you can explain very easily, because uh, all rich people, in spite of having wealth created for generations together, still they go and work. Why? Because it's not just earning money that people seek. By establishing industries, etc., so many people work under, like Tata groups or Birla groups, and so many people work in those companies, and all the blessings of those peoples who are living on those companies survival will go to the family which has started that companies. Why Ambanis are prospering so much means because of the huge companies that they have started, and huge families that are being supported by that. So in nation building, though I can't do a charity of every month 1 lakh, I can't give in charity, but I can take a policy in which this amount goes, and it pays whoever is going to be a widowed policy holder's wife, who will be widowed, and this money will flow. That is how LIC, I mean, that is how the premium works. Madam, you can just explain that aspect. So, in a way, nation building is possible, though I can't directly donate for any organization. By taking a LIC policy, and through LIC's investment and funding all the nation building activities, those duai of all those widows also will flow to your own family, right? Benefit for your family will be there if you are taking protection through LIC policy. Apart from that, even nation building is possible. You can call yourself a, just like the way we call, we are proud taxpayers. You can also call, because LIC and no other private insurance does that, right? Only LIC does that, helping the standard of living, improving the standard of living of Indians. Therefore, we can take pride in that, being an LIC policy holder. And collateral security, Sriram Cheats, home loans, educational loans, collateral security is also through a policy you can provide. And the last but not the least is estate planning, where will, family, and business trust comes into effect. And today's topic is inheritance and estate planning. I just want to tell through a small story so that you can understand and you can remember the aspect very well. Suppose there was a person called Radheshyam, and popularly known as RS. And he was born in 1975, and he had two sons. With from a very humble beginning, he brought his wife to the town like Hyderabad, from a small village, and he started working in a small cloth stores as an accountant. And slowly, because of his loyalty, hard work, and smartness, he has slowly, in 25 years term, means in a period, that is by 2000, he has become the owner of one big cloth stores called called RS Brothers. Okay, so and he had two sons. One son has the blessings of Ma Saraswati. He became a doctor, married another doctor, and he is settled abroad. But the second son is not so blessed. He stayed with the father, did not get good education, not because of lack of money, but because of his lack of interest. And he helped his father and stayed over here. To Mr. Radheshyam, I have approached in the year 2000, and I just casually asked. Now his RS Brothers cloth stores. It's a big mall now with 9 floors and a huge building. I asked how much does this total property cost. He told it costs around 2 CR. Right? Then I asked after you. Now Mr. Radheshyam, who was born in 1975, is around 50 years old in 2025. Let us take it in 2025. I have approached him. He is 50 years old, and I have asked him what will happen to this cloth stores. What do you think he will answer? He will tell naturally, he will tell that it goes to both my sons. That's the common aspect, right? But I tell that your second son has sacrificed his career or whatever it is throughout, and the first son he just studied, and he doesn't need also this shop. Then will Mr. Radheshyam give me appointment if I tell him, sir, I have a suggestion. You just give me half an hour time. I can explain to you in a better way that, because we have seen that even Ambanis have fought over property, right? 2 crores or 20 lakhs or even 2 lakhs. Everything is possible in this Kali Yuga, right? So I will go and tell to Mr. Radheshyam and his wife, both sitting together. I will tell them, you take a policy, whatever is the worth of your property, you take a whole life policy to that extent, right? And that whole life policy, the nominee will be, as assignment of the nominee will be done to the elder child, who is not in requirement of a shop as it is, but who is in requirement of his share in the property of the house, right? So once you do that, there can be two aspects. One is Mr. Radhesham, suppose he takes a Jeevananand policy, which is a whole life policy, and maturity will come after 20 years, right? Two things can happen. One aspect is that Mr. Radhesham may die during the period of 20 years, means before 2045 if he dies, if he takes the policy in 2025, then because the policy is assigned, 2 crores worth of property will go to the elder son, and shop which is worth 2 crores will remain with the younger son. Got my point? And if he dies after the maturity of the policy, even then also maturity amount, which we call now as a survival benefit, will come in 2020, I mean 2045. that can be divided among all the three persons. Mr. Radhesham and his wife, one part, and both the sons. Either elder son can use it the way he wants, and younger son can use for development of the shop or anything like that, further investment. And whenever again Radhesham dies after the term of the policy, again the same thing applies. Assignment becomes operational, and assigned policy is amount. A death claim will go to the elder son and shop will remain with the younger son. So my point over here is properties are not to be divided among children, but to be doubled and distributed equally to children. Mr. Radhesham has acquired a property worth 2 crores across how many years? Nearly 25 years he has struggled, and that is the total benefit that he has acquired, right? I mean, total property that he has acquired. And with just one policy of 2 crores of a whole life policy, we have doubled it. We have made 2 crores into 4 crores, and instead of distributing uh, 2 crore worth shop between two persons who are having different life goals, we have doubled the amount into 4 crores and given what they really require, right? Elder son will be very glad to accept 2 crores cash amount, liquid amount, and younger son will be very happy to own the total shop in his name, right? So properties are not to be divided among children, but to be doubled and distributed equally to children. This is possible only through one financial instrument, a suitable LIC policy, right? So by this we are avoiding a lot of, and this is exact estate creation that we need to talk to about to all our clients. It need not be 2 crores worth. It can be something as small as a pawn shop, or it can be any business. And the beauty of the whole thing is that whatever be the expense of a premium payment, it can be considered as a business expense for Mr. Radheshya. Right? So without anything from the property, your net worths can be doubled through a suitable LIC policy and therefore equally distributed among children. And any wealth management involves three aspects: wealth creation, wealth protection, and wealth distribution. Right? Every HNI knows about this. And HNI usually concentrate only on the first part, wealth creation. As insurance advisor, as a financial doctor, we need to provide that awareness to all our customers, HNI customers in particular, about wealth protection and wealth distribution. Otherwise, wealth creation will become meaningless if we don't take care of these two aspects, wealth protection and wealth distribution. What protection is required, that I am going to discuss now. I want to discuss a real life case study. The day after father died, right? Father worked for 35 years and builds one house, some savings, LIC policies, and jewelry. As long as father is alive, he always has been given the idea that his children are very sweet, very cooperative, siblings are very supportive to each other. But the day after father died, who will own the house? The immediate question is, who will own the house? Who will manage the savings? And who will get the LIC policies? Who is the nominee? And who will keep the jewelry that is there in the father's name in bank? Right? These things are very common once the person, Murabi, Gharka Murabi, dies. My children love each other, they will manage. This is what the deceased father has believed. But in reality, love slowly disappeared and gave rise to arguments. Arguments turned into legal notices, and legal notices became court cases. Father's wealth got destroyed, and also the family relations. Once the people go to court, it will for years together, it can the whole property will be locked and sealed and kept in the court. And definitely the father's soul might have cried over this aspect. Right? At this point, we as an advisor can step in, not only creation of wealth for the father, We can ensure that when the father is alive itself, by giving awareness, we can ensure that protection of that wealth and distribution of that wealth is also smoothly, safely, without any problems, it can be done. Right? This is the exactly what I want to tell, that taking a insurance agency profession to the next level. LIC advisor's role doesn't end with life insurance selling. It is his moral responsibility to see that the wealth created unites the family but not destroy the relations. Writing a will, creating a family trust will solve the problem. Do you want to leave your wealth or give your wealth to children? There is a difference, my friends. If you leave your wealth, all these situations will arise. Just they won't know, because you can't expect children who are even the 25-year-old child also. Do you think he will be in a position to manage? He will have that much financial knowledge to manage the things on his own, just because he has crossed majority and age and became 25 years. Unless the Gharka Murabi takes care of this aspect also, it will totally ruin the property and as well as the relations. So don't leave your wealth, give your wealth to your children. You decide exactly who suits what is suitable for whom, and go across and go away. And real life case study too. I came across a father who has one son and two daughters. Both daughters are married. The total property is around 20 crores. That includes a few acres of land, a business empire worth 5 crores, and other things, plots, वगैरह. After father's death, how will this property be divided? As per your knowledge, you just tell me how this can be divided. And for your information, my friends, property distribution depends on your gender, religion, and rule of the land. It doesn't depend on your will, right? I may think that my younger son or my younger daughter needs my support. She is not that very financially sound in her sasural. But there is no other way through LIC policy or something that you can do this. Unless you clearly demarcate who should get what, get a will, create a, even just a will also will not do. Create a family trust and appoint beneficiaries, and it's a total whole lot process. For a Hindu male, just for information I am giving, his wealth shall be distributed equally. My dear friends, it is equally among the following. If his mother is alive, she will get one share. If the wife of the person is there, she will get one share. All children, be it daughter or son, married or unmarried, minors or majors, they all will become equal partners to this. And if any son has expired prior to the father, and his wife and children are there, they also will get. Now you see, you may think that it will go only to my children, or you that person might think that my wife is innocent and it should go everything to the son. So, or it may be that mother is living with some daughter of that, and after once that share goes to the mother if she is alive, and after that it will slowly go to the her legal heirs, isn't it? So, equally distribution means what you thought that my wealth will go, this will totally get dissipated. This will totally get distributed equally among all these children, because the rule of the land says so. If you have died without a will. And this is a third case study which we need to. We all know that for minor children, many of us are suggesting policies so that minor children's future educational needs and marriage needs are taken care of. But our duty as a LIC advisors doesn't end this, because this is the real life situation. If you have minor children and suppose in a situation both the parents die at the same time, like in the Ahmedabad plane crash or something of that sort, custody of your minor children goes to him. The rule again, whenever there is nothing specifically being decided by the parent, everything will follow as per the rule of the land. And the rule of the land says there are three guardians. One is natural guardian, which are the parents, and the second thing is a social guardian. And usually the custody of the minor children goes to the what you call mm, goes to the court, and that depends on the judge who will decide. And usually judges don't depend on any individual. They always believe in the institutions. And when you tell me which institution takes care of children who are minor and don't have alive parents, usually it is the orphanage. If you really want your children not to go to an orphanage, and the only thing you can do is guardianship certificate, your letter of guardianship you have to prepare as long as your children are minors, and that is called as testamentary guardianship, right? So that you will decide either they will stay with the nana nanis or dada dadis or any of your brothers and sisters whom you trust, right? You have to issue a letter of guardianship. Otherwise this wealth whatever you have kept for the children's future, everything will go to whose hands nobody can tell. Otherwise it will become a court case, that's all. You have to keep on fighting nana nani at that age. Apart from the loss of the children, they have to struggle for getting the guardianship of their grandchildren also. Case study 4. What are your assets? And here also, I just want to tell one gentleman has two sons, and he has around 100 crores property. Okay. And he is sensible enough, he has written a will telling that out of my two children, one is capable, the elder one is very capable. But because he did not approach a proper estate planner, um, after him, his will got executed and the total property has gone to the elder son. Okay, the younger son is smart enough. He has acquired the phone and mobile phone of the father and email ID password of the father. Slowly, what has happened in a business world, once these two things are available with the younger one, slowly the business started flowing from the elder one to the younger one. And both the brothers have started fighting. Though the will is there, still a proper will is not executed. And because father is unaware of his digital assets, apart from his physical assets, this has happened. So you must know exactly what are your assets. Your logo, your goodwill, your contacts, your mobile number, your email ID, all these are digital assets, right? You should clearly mention in your will what are your digital assets and who should inherit those things. Otherwise, this type of situations will arise. If I ask you to write down all your assets also, definitely you will not write about your mobile phone, who should take, or you think it is very nominal and a small thing. But it will make a huge difference to your property when it comes to distribution. And another case study I just want to discuss. A rich man aged 55 married a young wife who is aged 40, right? And during one business tour or due to some accident, this rich man has expired. And because they don't have any children on their own, this young wife inherited the 100 crores property. And this lady, feeling that she is not secured enough, she married the younger to her driver of that rich man. And and they did not have, because her age is already 40, they did not have any children of their own. And ultimately, this property has moved, 100 crores property has moved to the legal heirs of the driver. So this we call it as we should know our predators. Means who really ultimately, is it for this man, for this purpose that rich man has acquired accumulated wealth of 100 crores so that his drivers children will enjoy it ultimately? So there are certain things which you have to be done when you are dealing with your property. Wealth creation is not just enough. You have to understand what exactly has to be done. He should have made a trust, and he should have seen that it goes to some charity or something of that kind. If because nobody have suggested to him, and he did not expect that he will expire in one accident or something like that. It has happened like that. And in another case, I just want to tell, a man has bequeathed 100 crores property to his son through a will, and after 8 months, and son has acquired, his wife has applied for divorce, and in alimony she has asked for 50 crores share of the property. This is another predator. Within the family also you can have predators, and you can I mean, you may have to face the predator, because we should all know that wealth is not bad, but chance of getting acquiring wealth through immoral ways, those people many will be there, right? And it is our prerogative to secure that for the, so that only the family will inherit that thing. Whom you really want to have should take care of that, should have that wealth being inherited to them. And special children trust is a must when you are having special children with disabilities. Right? This is a burning problem for all the parents. Whenever you are giving Jeevan Lasha policy, they are thinking that ultimately, if my wife is there, wife and children will take care. But even for that wife also, who will take care after her? Even though siblings, normal siblings are there, still something has to be done so that these children will not be thrown to government's mercy or anybody's mercy. Once, because nobody will have that much interest in the child as much as the parents had. Even if you leave a huge property also, and cases of this type are many, many now. Now in your neighborhood, you can see there are so many schools which are coming up, so many clinics which are coming up, which are taking care of this. So unless some special children trust is created and all the policy money flows into the trust and some proper beneficiaries are appointed, the purpose for which you have taken a policy and named it for the earmarked it for the children's benefit will not be met. And here I want to tell the difference between LIC policy nomination and other nominations. Here is a good news, my friends. You can just ask any policy holder, do you know there is a difference between LIC nomination and other nominations? Where do we do other nominations? In our bank accounts, we do nomination. In our mutual fund investments, we do nomination. In our bonds, we do nominations. All these nominations are very much feeble nominations where they are just namesake nominations. But LIC nomination is a beneficiary nomination where the difference, let me just explain. Beneficiary nomination means it will become a part of the estate of the nominee if in case of an LIC policy. But in all other nominations, they will only receive the amount and it again goes as per the rule of the land, if depending on the religion of the person and gender of the person. Right? All the class 1 heads, if they go to court telling that my father has nominated my brother, but actually I am the class 1 legal heir, then definitely it will become a rival claim because um, all those nominations, your mutual fund amounts or bank account amounts or whatever, all other nominations are not beneficiary nominations. LIC also has realized this, and therefore, very recently, some 10 years back only, we have shifted to this beneficiary nominee thing in all LIC policies. But banks and other people, they have not gone into this. You can just inquire, or you can just check in with Google, right? Difference between LIC nomination and other nominations. And this awareness you can provide to your policyholders. And MWP Act, 1874 ka MWP Act, we usually tell that this will save your property from all the creditors, right? This is what we tell to the business people. And usually for all the policies which are already done, there is no way of incorporating MWP Act. But good news is that, my friends, through a will and a trust, you can do this even after having the policy being done years ago, right? So you can redo the MWP Act benefit into your existing policies also through will and trust. So my conclusion is financial planning is not only about money, it is about protecting your family's future and maintaining the harmony of the family members. Building wealth is important, but planning how that wealth reaches your family is very, very even more important. Insurance advisor, your real work starts here. Thank you.
Great. So much knowledgeful session. Thank you so much, ma'am. And we are so lucky. Again, I'm telling, we are so lucky that we have got opportunity to hear you. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Right.
much for behalf of everyone.
Right.
सभी लोग मैम को थैंक यू बोलेंगे एंड रियली इट इज अप्रिशिएबल. इन्होंने पूरा HNI सेगमेंट आपके सामने रख दिया. पूरा HNI सेगमेंट आपके सामने रख दिया कि HNI को किन चीजों के लिए आप अप्रोच कर सकते हो. राइट. HNI सेगमेंट को अप्रोच करने के 6 रास्ते इन्होंने आपके सामने रख दिए. नाउ इट डिपेंड्स ऑन यू कि आप सिर्फ छोटी मोटी पॉलिसीज के पीछे भागोगे या कुछ बड़ा भी सोचोगे. राइट. Thank you so much, ma'am, once again for your appearance here. And इससे अच्छा कंक्लूजन सक्सेस साधना सीरीज का हो ही नहीं सकता था. राइट. थैंक यू सो मच फ्रेंड्स. सो आज यहाँ पे हम इस सीरीज को कंक्लूड करते हैं. उम्मीद है इस सीरीज से आपको बहुत कुछ सीखना मिला होगा. राइट. उम्मीद है कि आप बहुत सारी चीजों को अपनी फील्ड में इम्प्लीमेंट करेंगे. सो ये अंत नहीं है, ये आपकी नई शुरुआत है अपने आप को प्रूव करने के लिए. और ईश्वर से प्रार्थना रहेगी कि ईश्वर आप सभी को सक्सेस, ग्रोथ और प्रॉस्पेरिटी दे. और एक आखिरी रिक्वेस्ट आप सभी से कि अगर इस सीरीज ने आपको वैल्यू दी है तो इसे शेयर जरूर कीजिएगा. राइट. इट इज फ्री, नथिंग टू पे. बट ये आपकी लाइफ में बहुत सारे चेंजेस जरूर लेकर के आएगी. राइट. आवाज निकल नहीं रही इसलिए मैं ज्यादा बोल नहीं सकती. थैंक यू सो मच. अगर कोई फीडबैक देना चाहता है तो 5 मिनट में अपने आप को अनम्यूट करके फीडबैक दे सकता है. जी भरत जी अनम्यूट कीजिए.
आज का सेशन बहुत ही बढ़िया था मैडम. और आज HNI के लिए जो बिजनेसमैन है उसके लिए तो मेरे लिए बहुत ही आपने पॉजिटिव रहेगा कि जो मेरे जो क्लाइंट है वो सब ऐसे ही प्रायोरिटी पे आते हैं. तो मैडम का आज का पूरा सेशन बहुत ही बढ़िया रहा. और पूरी सीरीज जो अपने 21 डेज की थी, उसमें बहुत सारा हमको इन्फॉर्मेशन मिली पीपीटी के बारे में। प्लीज अपने ऑब्जेक्शन जो लिया वो भी हमको बहुत अच्छी तरह से काम लगेगा। मतलब पूरी सीरीज अपने को बहुत फायदे के लिए है। थैंक यू सो मच मैडम, ये जो प्रोग्राम रखा इसके बारे में।
थैंक यू सो मच। जी विजय जी, अनम्यूट कीजिए।
नमस्कार साथियों। मैडम का लगभग साल भर से मैं जुड़ा हुआ हूँ, और जो भी सेशन मैडम के होते हैं, जो स्टार्टिंग में 90 डेज की सीरीज थी, उसके बाद में इनके रेगुलर कोर्सेज में मैंने एडमिशन लिया, और जो भी ज्ञान मैडम के द्वारा मिला, शायद हो सकता है वो हम कई सारे पैसे दे करके भी नहीं खरीद सकते हैं। तो सीरीज में आना, उसके अलावा कोर्स में ज्वाइन करना सभी साथियों के लिए बहुत ही ज्ञानवर्धक रहा होगा, और इसको इम्प्लीमेंट करना बहुत जरूरी है। क्लास ज्वाइन करना ही काफी नहीं है, उसको लाइफ में ज्ञानवर्धक बातों को हमारे लाइफ में लागू करना और उसके ऊपर काम करना, नियमित रूप से आपको अवश्य सफलताएं मिलेगी। मैंने अपनी एमडीआरटी से कुछ कदम दूर रह गया हूँ, वो अभी इसी नेक्स्ट क्वार्टरली में मैं अपनी एमडीआरटी कंप्लीट करूंगा, और मेरा टीओटी कम से कम लक्ष्य है। मैडम को भी पता है, तो सभी अपने अपने लक्ष्य बना करके उसके ऊपर काम करना शुरू कर दें। और मैडम का संडे को जो क्लास है वो अवश्य अटेंड करें। उसके बाद में अपना गोल निश्चित करें, और बिना गोल के हम लोग आगे नहीं बढ़ सकते हैं। तो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद मैडम का। सभी साथियों का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, आपने सिंसियरली टाइम से अपना मतलब त्याग करके नींद का, और आपने जो भी समय दिया उसका फायदा हमें हमारे लाइफ में 100% मिलेगा। और मैडम को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। आप अपना थोड़ा स्वास्थ्य का भी ख्याल रखें मैडम। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सभी साथियों का। थैंक यू।
माय प्लेजर, माय प्लेजर। थैंक यू सो मच। स्वास्थ्य ठीक ही है, सीजन चेंज होती है तो हो जाता है। थैंक यू सो मच। इस चीज से भी बहुत कुछ सीख सकते हैं। जिंदगी है, उतार चढ़ाव कितने भी आए, सुख दुख कितने भी आए, लगे रहो। जो लगा हुआ है, ये कहावत है ना, गॉड हेल्प दोज हु हेल्प्स देमसेल्फ। पहले आप खुद की तो मदद करो। भगवान से जब आप मदद मांगते हैं तो पहले आप खुद की तो मदद करो। आप ही खुद की मदद नहीं करोगे तो भगवान से क्या उम्मीद रखते हो? राइट। तो ये सब चलता रहेगा, ये आवाज आनी जानी सब चलती रहेगी। फोकस करें कि आपको कहाँ पहुंचना है। फोकस करें कि आप अपनी फैमिली को कहाँ देखना चाहते हो। फोकस करें कि आप अपने देश के लिए क्या करना चाहते हो। One personal thing I will like to share with you. I was not allowed to do job due to I am only one daughter-in-law in the home. But I wanted, बचपन से एक सपना था मुझे कुछ करना है। ईश्वर भी आपकी मदद तब करता है जब आप कुछ करना चाहते हो। और उसके बाद कोरोना आया एंड दिस ऑल सब डिजिटली हो गया। राइट। तो ये डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म भी बहुत हेल्पफुल है। ओके। तो पी फॉर प्रॉब्लम कंक्लूड एक लाइन से करूंगी। पी फॉर प्रॉब्लम एंड पी फॉर पर्पस। अगर आप प्रॉब्लम पे कंसंट्रेट करोगे तो लाइफ में सिर्फ प्रॉब्लम्स ही प्रॉब्लम्स दिखाई देंगी। और अगर आप पर्पस पे फोकस करोगे तो परमात्मा खुद आपके लिए रास्ते बनाएगा। तो खुद पे, खुद की प्योरिटी पे, पी से प्योरिटी भी होती है। जितनी प्योरिटी से आप अपना कार्य करोगे उतनी प्योरिटी से परमात्मा आपका रास्ता भी बनाएगा, और आप जो करना चाहते हो वो होगा भी। बस धीरज और लगे रहो। राइट। धीरज और लगे रहो। पी से पेशेंस भी होता है। ये पी वर्ड बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है हमारी लाइफ में। पेशेंस रखने से, लगे रहने से पी फॉर प्रोडक्टिविटी भी होती है। राइट? ओके, आप अपनी LIC बिजनेस को किस तरीके से लेते हो मुझे नहीं पता, बट मुझे ये पता है एज एन इंश्योरेंस एडवाइजर आई एम कंट्रीब्यूटिंग टू ग्रोथ ऑफ माय कंट्री। इसलिए कोई भी ना, कोई भी नो मुझे इफेक्ट नहीं करता, मैं फिर भी लगी रहूंगी। राइट? क्लियर? उम्मीद है आप सभी को क्लियर होगा। इसलिए जब भी नो सुनो तो हिम्मत मत हारिएगा, नो का मतलब ही नेक्स्ट वन होता है। राइट? बस टच में बने रहिए, अगर कोई नो भी बोलता है तो टच में बने रहिए। और ये सिर्फ इसमें नहीं, मैंने मेरे ट्रेनिंग करियर में भी ये किया है। बहुत सारे लोग नो बोलते हैं, एक्सपेंसिव है, नो है, ये नहीं है, वो नहीं है। सो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता। राइट? सो इसी के साथ कंक्लूड करते हैं। थैंक यू सो मच, 21 दिन आप ज्वाइन रहे, आप सभी का बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। आज आवाज ईश्वर करे बहुत अच्छी हो जाए। कल 10 बजे सेशन भी है, हाउ टू अर्न 1 CR एंड 100 पॉलिसी। अप्रैल मंथ है, नया फाइनेंशियल ईयर है, 100 पॉलिसी का रोड मैप कैसे तैयार करना है, 1 करोड़ रुपए प्रीमियम कैसे लाना है, इस पे सेशन रखा गया है। मैडम ने HNI के लिए आज बहुत सारी ट्रिक्स दे दी है, कल मैं HNI से बात कैसे करनी है उस पे भी थोड़ी स्क्रिप्टिंग दूंगी कल के सेशन में। एंड उम्मीद है हम सब मिलके साथ में रॉक करेंगे। थैंक यू सो मच, विश यू वेरी ऑल द बेस्ट। जय हिंद।